cast iron located behind the grandstand at Airborne Speedway. There is at least one vehicle out there getting used to the surface. It's the 25th of September 2010. Summer has left us. We're in the early days of autumn. And today is the last day of racing at Airborne, but we're going to leave that to the capable hands of Rick and Rob Knowles. We're here for the snowmobile drag races, which will be coming up immediately here on Hometown Cable. Looking at the official program, there are a whole lot of race classes that the racers will be competing in. This is the official booklet. It says it's the grass drags, vintage sleds, and swap meet. And of course the drag races here. The grass drags are the reason we are here. And the booklet's put out by the Clinton County Federation of Snowmobile Clubs, and it's a nice thick little booklet. They have a variety of supporters and the clubs throughout the North Country. And a quick look at the inside, the centerfold of the booklet. It shows that there are many trails in the area. If you're a snowmobiler and you're looking to find a trail or join a club, I would suggest you contact your nearest snowmobile dealer, and the chances are they can put you in touch with somebody who could help you out if you wanted to get involved in this sport. We recall one other time when we did some coverage of grass drag races. I think that was at the Ashline Farm, as I recall, up in Morris Forks. And it's the first time we've been here. We're hoping that the rain will hold off. The wind picked up just a few moments ago and knocked over this speaker, which was just put back in the end of the race will be down here. We're going to stay right about here. Keep it close to our vehicle in case the rain comes too hard. And we're hoping that this vehicle right here will remain parked in the folks inside and just be able to enjoy the races today and not have to work. The races are scheduled to start at noon, which is coming up very shortly. They might start a moment or two or three after that. And they're scheduled to be done by 5. We're hoping to cover a good portion, and if the weather holds up, chances are we'll cover the entire event, but that depends on the weather. Having the pit meeting. Looks like it won't start till at least 12:30, which doesn't impact the people watching this on the cable or internet because it's still going to be momentarily. We want to thank BP Motorsports for becoming viewer patrons and making a contribution today to Hometown Cable, and invite all you snowmobile fans to do likewise. We are located probably about halfway through the race. We could end up wandering down there to the finish area. But in addition to seeing the race, we also want to be able to hear who the racers are, and the last speaker is right here. So we're hoping that we'll be able to pick up the PA system. Right now there's music playing and they're going through the pit meeting, but hopefully once the music is off and all we have is the public address announcer, we'll be able to hear everything that we need to hear, and we'll venture down as far as we can and still be able to hear the PA system.
Charlie's reminding me that the return lane for the racers is on this side of the fence next to the track. So you're going to.
And while we were off, we had a renewed viewer support from Dean and Lisa Supernaw. We appreciate their coverage, their support of Hometown Cable over the years, and their continued support. What we've learned so far is that with that music continuing to play and with the wind blowing to our back away from the speakers, we're not going to have a lot of help to pick up the announcement of the racers. There's a generator operating right there, and that's where the light system is.
All right, we're asking that people who are truly spectators work their way over to the out of the pit side and over to the other side. If you're not actually working in a pit, then you're considered a spectator and you're supposed to be on the other side.
They are revving.
So again, we have Josh Trombley over on the north lane, and Frank Gossett over here on the south lane.
Frank, I can't quite get his last name. The wind were blowing in the other direction, we'd be all set. And of course, for some reason, there's no fence on this side to keep the spectators back. The only people supposed to be on this side are the pit crew. And I don't think we've got pit crew here exclusively. So, some of the dividers have gone with the wind. As long as the wind doesn't pick those up and throw them at a fellow coming down the road with a sled.
And in the south lane over here will be 107, Carlos Rodriguez. And in the north lane should be Frank Gossett, so he should be coming right back down and getting ready to go again.
We have just had a huge delay here between races. Hopefully it's a one-time occurrence that there'd be that big a delay. Had to let a sled cool down. Looks like they are almost set to go.
701 class here. Carlos Rodriguez.
We missed the start of the first race because we were watching somebody moving spectators back, and we turned around and the race was going. So we don't want to miss the start of this one. Racers are in position. Carlos Rodriguez was a fellow on the close side. We didn't get the name of the fellow on the far side. He's the fellow who won it. Snowmobile grass races coming at you here on Hometown Cable. Temperatures in the 60s, probably better than doing this last evening. It gets up to 80 last night.
This is very expensive for just about anything these days, and insurance for racing is even more than commonly expensive. Their sponsorship helps us offset the cost of the insurance. We've got
Looks like the racers are ready.
Over on the north side and across it on this side.
Rodriguez is ready. Since we weren't really picking up that PA system anyway, we've moved a little further down the line. I'd like to suggest, I know that a lot of work and a lot of people going in different directions at the same time when you put something like this on. But I would suggest that they enforce the spectator rule and put the spectators on that side and not let people wander over here. They're not supposed to be here. If they're in the pit crew, they're in the pit crew, but the ones who aren't. And there's two ladies and a 7-year-old behind me with 2 dogs. And just safety purposes, you get insurance, you want your insurance to cover you if something happens, and if you don't obey the rules, then your insurance might say, tough luck. Those people weren't supposed to be there, that's not what we were covering, and now we got more. These people are definitely not in the pit crew here showing up. And we've seen some of these sleds, the front ends leave the ground. So they could lose control. So I'm a big stickler for following the rules. Looks like the racers are ready. Apparently, we're at the finish area. There's some kind of electronic signal that is cut off when they cross that finish line, so the race officials can know who actually crossed here first. We moved all the way down to the end. The only way we're going to know who finishes first is to actually be down here. We were told that by Brad LeBombard that there is a category or two where there's only one racer, so that person will come down all by themselves. I don't see anybody in the south lane here, so this could be one of those situations. That looks like a second sled coming up. First sled's been waiting there patiently. They're set. And they're off. As you can, I'm sure you can tell, the wind is really gusting. And we are kind of maxed out in our distance here, so we have to keep that camera going to know when, know if we're going to be taping when they start their race. The next racers have moved into position. It certainly looks like they're both ready. Get the sled on the left started. No electric start there. Well, let's all have a turn at it. Looks like it's ready to go. If we were to do this in the future, we would suggest that they find a way to keep us apprised of who's racing, what classes we're in, particularly the name of the racers and where we are in a class. Looks like they are both set. Ooh, the fellow on the left certainly got a jump. Or is the fellow on the right slow in the start, or the fellow on the left jumped the gun? Who knows? I'm sure they do at the other end. Next racers are moving into position. It looks like they might be both set, ready to start, and they are. Once again, we're in a situation where we only see one sled up there at the moment. And now we have a second sled appearing. With the wind and the distance that we're at, we won't even know that there's a PA system here, so we have no help whatsoever from the public address system. Looks like their racers are ready. Apologize for not having the names, but we do what we can. At least we have the pictures. Watch that little one wandering out in front of the track there. There they come. That last one was certainly a photo finish. Well, we've moved on down a little further. We are now right on the finish line. Appears the racers are almost set. A little breezy, but very pleasant day, particularly no rain. of the dividers remains standing at this point in time. All the others have been blown down by the wind. More members of the pit crews arriving. We have our North Racer on the line. And this is a solo one, so we had no way of knowing that. Oh, we'll stay on them extra long there. Racer on the left. And looks like a sled coming up on the right. The fellow on the left is set. Like they're both ready. I thought they were both ready. There they come. It'll be a close one. Racer in position on the left and into position on the right. Looks like the drivers are on the sleds. They might be ready. Announcement coming over the PA. All we heard was boom, boom, boom. It looks like they were just trying to get the one on the right started, and they've got it started. Okay, looks like they're ready. Here they come. My guess is the dirt around those starting lines are starting to get a little loose. There must be a lot of that turned over every time they take off. Hard to hold it steady, but we're really extending our zoom here, and a tripod would not be beneficial when we're trying to follow the racers and just don't get the freedom of movement once the racers are in action. A little shaky when they're zoomed way in, but it's the way it has to be. I'd much prefer to use the tripod. A lot easier on my shoulder. Looks like they're both ready. Once again, we're located behind the grandstand here at Airborne Speedway. This is September 25th. Final Airborne races will be taking place later today. Fellow on our right, seems like he's starting very close to the line as far as the left-right goes. Trying to avoid all that chewed up area, I'd assume. Looks to me like they're set. We've had a bit of a delay here. I don't know if the guys in the ambulance are just going over to buy a cheeseburger or they're being called into duty. Either they just wanted a change of venue or they want to get closer to the concession stand. Those of you watching with youngsters in the house and probably as far as as young as 3 or 4 up, you could just play along at home. Each choose a color and cheer for your color, or the one on the right, the one on the left. And the younger the kid, I'm sure the more excitement they'd get out of it. Watching their favorite one race. The races come fairly quick. Although in real time here, we've waited a long time for this one to look like it's about to start. And they're off. If you were cheering for the blue one at home, you won. These two are pretty much the same color here. This one's got a little more yellow in it. Well, better go left to right on this one. Looks like they're ready. black. This one here has a little more red on it, I guess. This one's got some white on the black. This one's got a little red on it, reddish orange. Either he's going to ride it side saddle or he's not ready yet. Should be starting momentarily. Place your bets. Well, I'll have to give it to the guy closer here, I think, huh? What do you think? To point out that all of a sudden the wind has died down and it's gotten warm here with the windbreaker on. Ready when you are. He's on board. He's on board. And we're ready to go. The fellow on the inside took it. At the end, come from behind. Our next ones are moving up. That one started right up. Looks like they're both ready. There they come. And the fellow on the far side is the winner. Looks like we got a blue one again. There's a white one. I don't know if we've seen this one yet. If we do, I don't recall it. Looks like a big cat, huh? Hope those dogs don't decide to chase it when they see it. Remember, this is viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. If you're watching this, we could use your support. The Clinton County Snowmobile Club is putting this on. Is going to become a viewer supporter today. We have BP Motorsports becoming viewer patrons, and we also had Dean and Lisa Supernaw renewing their viewer support for hometown cable. And we invite you to do the same. Whoa! The cat got a big jump. And didn't look back. Well, if he didn't jump the gun, he won that handily. Barely zooming in on this. Whoa, hang on. Came close to turning that one. And a a whole nest of them over there. So which one we're going to pull out this time? Oh, they were blocking the path. That's the problem. Nobody on this side yet. Not sure what's happening here. There we go, we got somebody moving into this lane. And somebody moving into this lane. This one is ready. This one is ready. I'm ready. Let's get it going. Cat is back. They're ready. They're ready. Clear the dirt. Good. Oops, now he's off. Oh, he's off. And almost both ready now. They're both ready. See if they'll start at the same time. Look out. If you pick the blue one this time, you're going to be the winner. Two blue ones. Looks like they're ready. Gonna be close. Give it to the fellow on the inside. Get down to the hard stuff, get rid of that loose stuff. We have a sled on the right. Looks like the cat face moving up on the left side this time, unless it's another sled that's painted the same, which I doubt. They're both ready. Almost. Oh, they're set. I'm giving it to the closer one. I'm giving it to the closer one. He thinks he won it too. Next racers are up very quickly. say we're set. Our next racer's got to the line very quickly. Yellow and black on the left and a red on the right. Pick your racer, place your bets. The red one's gonna win it. A black and white one here. Nobody challenging at the moment. Now we have a challenger. Ready? They're both ready to go. Fellow on the left got a quick jump. Seven and a half seconds later, he's crossing. We have a yellow and black one moving to the line. This one's going to race very close to the inside. They might be set. Here they come. I'm gonna get to the yellow one. It's close. It's that close. Big eyes. We got big eyes on the left against the cat on the right there. Two wild animals set to go. Any moment now. Real soon now. Oh, the anticipation of it all. There they go. The white cat got a quick jump again. When we say somebody got a quick jump, we don't mean they jumped the gun. We just mean that they started faster than the other person. We have no way of knowing when there's a false start or somebody has jumped the gun, because we can't see the lights. Blue fellow's ready. This fellow's ready. Good luck, my hardy opponent. And they're off. He may have blown something there, but he won. Something was pounding when he crossed. I don't know if it's a belt or hope it's not a mechanical problem. Something there, something in his engine. Or a belt. Apparently it was just a mud flap. We got a blue one. And nobody yet. Well, we have an opponent. This fellow with the yellow cap here keeps encroaching on our space there. We moved over about 5 feet already from where we started. We don't really want to get too close to the racers. Hey, we watched everybody else finish. might as well watch this guy finish. And he is finished early. He'll be the first one back, probably. Well, there's nobody between this group and that group right there, so no reason for these folks to be encroaching on our view here, and I'm just not going to get any closer to that finish line. We have a yellow one and a black one. Here they come. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. It's going to be a yellow one. All right, we have somebody on the right in the red. The big kitty cat is back. They're revving. Looks like they're both set. Let's get this race on the road. Looks like the big kitty cat is going to take it. Slow down. Getting set for the next one. They're both set. And here they come. On the inside is the winner. Next sleds. If anybody knows the fellow with the yellow cap on, tell him he's famous now. His head will live in the annals of snowmobile racing forever. Are you ready? They're set. Here they come. And the fellow on the outside wins. The guy on the inside was coming on fast. I think those fellows were not fellows. I think those are not fellows racing. A blue one and a white face one. I think they're ready. Yes, they are ready. They're not only ready, they're racing. Well, we missed the race. We wandered down. We didn't realize we had a race starting here. We asked those folks to move. They very, very graciously said, "Yeah, heck, we didn't know you were in your way." They quickly moved, but I didn't bother to turn around to see if another race was starting, so we missed one. There we go. They're all very graciously, very friendly group. They're just here to enjoy the races. I had no idea they were blocking us out. So we appreciate they are so ready to move in such a jovial manner. Blue and white. Looks like they're both set. It's a lot less noisy when those airborne racers aren't speeding around the track over there anymore. There's a blue one. Looks like they both want to start close to that inside line. And they're both on their sleds. Here they come. I'm betting on the blue one. On the outside, as far as we're looking. On the inside, as far as if you're on the other side, you want. Lots of blue ones today. I'm assuming this is the same one. They can race in a variety of classes with minor adjustments to your sled. Unless you race up and you haven't got to adjust anything if you're racing above your class. Mr. Blue is ready. The big kitty is ready. And we're ready. Next two are quickly at the line. We like that. I said at the onset that the weather would determine to a great extent how long I'd stay. I'm going to stay here. If it starts to rain, I'm going to leave a little earlier than I would have otherwise. They are both set. Snowmobile grass drag races, September 25th, from behind the grandstand at Airborne. I'm assuming this is the outfit that's putting it on, the Clinton County Federation of Snowmobile Clubs. They also have, in addition to the drags, they have vintage sleds here and a swap meet. And here's all the potential racing classes. I am hopeful that some of these classes are not filled. We had a 5-minute delay there between people showing up at the line. We're about ready to call it a day if they didn't send somebody up there. But a couple more racers ready to go. They both appear ready. Here they come. More and more people walking away, so I don't know if we're near the end or what our status is. There's still sleds milling about. None of them seem to be making it in this direction. Walked in about halfway and I see a fellow with a sled.
Side by side.
We're just told it's a grudge match here, so I'm not sure if the official races are over
says he's got a few. We think we have some of those tracks right down the middle of it.
Just heard him say
Charlie, you gonna come and run the lights?
one last time for the lights. So we'll see if this is the last one. We won't get the finish, obviously. There's a closer view of the lights that the racers are looking at.
Is already cat? Dean Super now was saying he's got some strips in his field. We think that's where the guys are practicing. Bill's taking a right turn there, so he had to let off. So adjusts the gear and runs it up through.
Well, the official meet is over. What we have is some grudge matches here.
Over here on the north side, Dave Clark. On the south side, Rick Chassis over here, S Chassis, CK3 Chassis over on the other side.
Garen crossed the finish line at 77 miles an hour on the last one. They're back here. Start of these races.
Really sending up a rooster tail and takes the win.
Sean Murray and Dave Lombard. We're a lot better here than we could at the other end. Well, we don't get the finishes over there.
Lombard takes that grudge match win.
At the times, the speed.
50 miles per hour, and your ET, estimated time.
So it's all right on there, huh?
Yep. Just reset it. Hit enter.
Now,
ready.
is it stored, or do you have to?
Then you hit this. Makes the lights go.
Now, is this information stored on there, or is it lost now?
No, it's all in there.
It's in there, so you can check back later.
Or practice or whatever you want to do.
Oh, okay.
From North Country Cable.
Thank you.
Here in the middle, trying to get a couple of shots. We're here with the cat.
Matt Rabideau and Justin somebody here. We'll get these grudge matches just to make it a complete day.
Whatever Chris says, right?
Garen and Matt Rabideau.
Versus the cat. Matt Rabideau over there in the Lightner. Justin Garen over here. It should be a good run. Both these good running sleds. We'll see what we get for time miles per hour. Just a little bit coming out of the hole. Matt Rabideau, we're going to take that grudge match.
Both less than 6 seconds. 81 and 84 mile top end speeds.
So we got Dean Supernaut over here in the F6 Cat.
Fine viewer supporter.
Who's going to run Brittany's sled in the sled against him?
Uh-oh.
I think Looks like Bill's got them all the way through. Little 5 Hellcat. Those Wildcats were pretty quick machines back in the day. Running better than it did earlier today, but he's still fighting it. And the Wildcat takes the win.
We did check, they had one false start today, one false start, they had to bring it back.
You got it rolling.
And one time the lights messed up. We thought we were done, but we got one more here. And we're going to go to stick around and see if we get the trophy presentation.
Sometimes when you race all the time in those top classes, with all the little tweaks and tricks, so it still qualifies as top.
Not adjust your set, twist to the camera.
Takes it on the top end.
At least one more after this one.
Justin Garrett jumping on the orange sled this time. Over here.
Jeff St. John, Justin Garrett.
We just got payment for one more brush match, so we'll see if we can get that one off. Justin's going to have to chase him, and I don't know if he's going to do it. Jeff takes the win at the Yamaha. Jetted a little fat, I think, for this summertime racing. Once it gets rolling, though, it moves along. Modified classes here. Modified 801 open. So in the modified 801, get one to open. We had Josh Trombley first place. Josh head out already. Modified 701 800 class. Second place, Frank Crossett.
Do we our tapes now and pay for it, or do we have to do it after?
Oh, he already took his, thank you. So second place is Frank Crossett, first place, Josh Trombley.
If you want to do it now, you can just give me the money and put your name in there.
And Josh Trombley is second.
How much is it for a DVD?
$10.
So we're looking for Josh. Looking for Brent still here. Stock, non-studded, 701 800. First, second, we'll do second place first. Second place, Matt Rabideau. And stock non-studded 701-800, first place, Daryl Spoor. And again, as I thank Daryl and Matt here, I remember to thank all of you racers. Thanks for coming out today. We appreciate it. Without you guys, there is no show. And like we mentioned before, we all know you're just running for trophies, and all this fuel and time and stuff comes out of your own pockets. We appreciate that. Okay, stock non-studded 601-700. Second place, Matt Rabideau. Non-studded 601-700, first place is Daryl Spoor. All right, stock non-studded 501-600. Second place was Laura Bradley, but she's already got her trophy, so first place is Dean Supernaw. I think Dean's leaving all those trips in his own field and blaming it on everybody else. He's got to head over to the track. I'm sure Jamie's already there. Okay, in the 441-500, Gary Moore, and Gary picked up his trophy already. Okay, improved non-studded 801 to open. We had second place, Dean Supernaw. 801 open, improved non-studded, Phil Perry. Still right behind us. Phil's still waiting to run a couple grudge matches here. You know, he can't get enough, that guy. Improved non-studded 701-800. Second place was Phil Perry. Phil, you got another one. And in first place, Wayne Reeves. I'm sorry, Daryl Spoor. Daryl Spoor. Got the wrong number. Okay, improved non-studded 601-700. Second place, Justin Guerin. Thanks for coming out, Justin. And first place, Daryl Spoor. He says that's all he's got unless I messed up again somewhere. Thanks for coming, Greg. Improved non-studded 501-600. Second place was Ken Silver, and he picked up his trophy already. And first place was Wayne Reeves. And he picked his up already too. Thank Wayne for coming out. It's not a name I recognize unless it's his first time with us. 441-500, improved non-studded. First place, Brittany Supernaw.
One of the fellows that we saw out there.
Stock Trail Studs next up. trail studs, 801 open. Let Tom get a chance to get the tags in. Stock trail studs, 801 to open. And second place. Okay. Second place is Francis Engel. Oh, well, thanks for coming out. We appreciate that. First time racer with us here. We appreciate you coming out.
Let's back up our tape. Brad Bombard, first place.
And stock trail 701 800. In second place is Jeff St. John. Jeff had to switch sleds there through one of those classes. I don't know which one, but managed to run real well no matter which sled he was on. And first place is Jerry Clark.
Go, Jerry!
All right, 601 700 stock trail studs. Okay, well, we got that one right. Okay, so we got, as I said, 601 700 stock trail studs. Second place, Jeff St. John. And first place is Brad Bombard. Thanks, Brad. So jumping down to 501 600 stock trail studs. First place. I'm sorry, second place. We'll do that one before first place. Ed Pelkey. And in first place, we had Jim Duntley. Jim, is this your first time with us? Jim's second time with us. I didn't recognize the name from years back anyway. Stock studded. 601 700. First place goes to Brad Bombard. Keep it between the lines, right, Brad? Okay, improved trail studs. Improved trail studs, 601 700. Second place, Phil Perry. Trail 601 700. First place, Jeff St. John. So we took home a couple of small ones and at least one big one. Okay, improved trail studs, 501 600 class. Second place was Gary Moore, and he picked his up already. And first place is Justin Guerin. Justin sneaking up behind us too. Trail studs 441 500. Second place goes to Luke Brittany Supernova.
for a moment. First place went to Justin Garand. We're off just for a moment. It zoomed in.
At 8:01 to open. Second was Brent Crossett. Brent still here. And first place, Carlos Rodriguez. Thanks for coming out.
Next time I'll be telling jokes.
All right, improved stud at 7:01.800. Second place was Ed Pelkey. And first place is David Clark.
Go Dad! Yeah! Get up, woman!
Okay, improved stud at 6:01.700. Second place, Corey McCoy.
Go!
Thanks for coming, Corey. First,
Ed Pelkey in another first place. He's going to have to grow some longer arms. Or more of them.
folks, thank you very much.
And that's it. So that's
We appreciate all you racers coming out.
our coverage. Thanks for watching. For those of you supported hometown cable, if you won, we hope you got your trophy. It's like some people haven't gotten theirs yet, but I'm sure all will be taken care of. They got trophies and nameplates to spare here, so I'm sure everybody will be taken care of. Thanks for watching. And for those of you supported hometown cable TV, worth your support. Oh heck, let's have one more grudge race. Now that that's settled, we can go home.